Okay, guys. So what I did was off screen was I went in and darkened the lines, and I decided to go ahead and try a weekly layout for the next 4 weeks. So that's what I am going to do. So I laid it out. The only difference is in the first column there is an extra row, but that is the timed row, so the stickers will fit in between. So when I put the stickers down, it'll be between the numbers, and then the others will be between the lines. So we're going to go ahead and get each weekly set up for the week that I am planning in. So let's go ahead and do that. So the first thing I'm going to do is put down some washi across the top. I'm not actually going to plan because I usually plan that out. Oh, guys, this is my Wonderland kits. Well, that's what I'm planning in. Guys, I'm so used to having a Hobonichi. Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm not crazy. I thought, Wendy, what are you doing? And I think because these strips are just a little bit short, they are that one block short, I think I'm going to start the washi over that one line, and then it'll go across just like it normally does. I think that's what we're going to do. Trying to get this to stick without it being such a process, guys. Oops. I want it to start right here. I should have been better pulling it up. Okay, so here we go. Across the line. There we go. Much better. So we're going to do that, and it's, as I said, it's just this one row wider. I'm not going to worry about that. That's just, it's just not enough to worry about. I do not need this header here because, you know what, I can use that. I don't know what I was thinking. I can do, normally I have more emails than I have phone calls, so we're going to put this down here. And let's go ahead and set up the days. I'm really wanting this weekly layout to work. I've really got it in my mind that I really want this weekly layout to work. And because a lot of times I have to migrate things over, and I just think that this will work better for me. So this is going to be June 28th, 29, and 30. And then we have the first, and the second. The other thing I want to do is I want to put my top 3 things that I need to do down for each day. I'm going to go ahead and do it for Fridays because there are times when I do work on Friday. So we will have Friday set up. I may not use it, but it's going to be set up. Now, the other thing that I am going to do is I always do a to-do during the week. So I think what we're going to do is let's go here. We'll do Oop, I went over the number, needed to go beside the 8. And then the light blue. There we go. And now I've got the larger to-dos on here. So we'll use the larger to-dos. There we go. Then I think I want to I'm going to put that, since we've got it, might as well use it. There we go. And now we are going to, I've got quite a bit of dots because I also used this kit as my monthly kit. So I can put dots down. And so I'm going to put 10 on each day. If I need more, I can always pull them from the sheet. There we go. So that gives me places for 10 things to go. And then anything else that I need to do, I can add to the bottom. So we're going to do this for the 5. Actually, I'm only going to do it for the 4 days. And then if I need to work on Friday, I can put down what I need to do on that Friday. Because I don't really think I need to put down dots on a day that I normally just don't work. It's just sporadically that I work on that day. I think I am, the more I'm planning this way with this planner, it just feels like this is going to be the right way for me to go. And the other thing is until the end of the year, if I have a week that's coming up that's really, really crazy, I can go back and plan daily pages. So I do have the option with this notebook of doing that, and that might be a draw for me also, is to continue this planner on for next year. I mean, we'll have to look at it. I'll think about it and see how it's going to pan out. I like that it gives me the flexibility. Oops. Okay, that's going to be red. That's going to be light blue. It gives me the flexibility of having that option. So that's kind of a plus for me, to be honest. There we go. Now, the other thing that I want to do over here, and this will be something that I do every single week, is I need my to call and my emails. There we go. So we can go ahead and put those on here. And that's going to be each week. So I'm thinking, guys, that I'm liking this setup. So let's just flip it and do the next week. And we're going to do the same thing. And the other thing that I like about setting it up for a weekly plan, it cuts down on the amount of stickers involved, and it won't make my planner as thick. So it's kind of like a plus plus. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get these days down. And I do every week, when I'm planning, I do list out the top 3 things that have to be done. It's usually the top 3 things that have to be done every day, but I do mark those down. So let's do what we did on the other one. Ooh, this is not to call, this is to send an email. There we go. So now let's do our dots. I think I'm gonna do 9 because that kind of is an even number. So I think we're gonna do that. Let's try that. And then, like I said, I can always add dots during the day if I need them. In my head, I am just thinking of how much I want this to work. Because as I said, I a lot of times I will plan what I need to get done. That doesn't necessarily mean it gets done. And so I have to migrate it forward the next day. So this actually allows me to see what didn't get done that I can schedule it the next day without having to flip it back and forth. So I think that's what I am going to strive to do. We got to put our dates down, don't we? So this is from the 5th. This will be 5th. The other thing that I'm thinking in my mind is I do have the extra washi, and this is not it, but I'm thinking that I can washi across the bottom, because I struggle, guys, I'm just going to keep it real. This is where I struggle at work, is my team, they are allowed to swap dates that they work. So if something comes up and they need to swap, they can swap with each other. So I have my schedule printed out that I keep in my, I'm going to cover the names. So this is the schedule of the staff that I have. And so I try when they swap, as you can see, they swap all over the place. This is not a very bad day for swapping. This is not a very bad week for swaps. I'm just saying. Usually it's worse. And so I think what I'm going to do is write the name of the people as they are working, not as they're scheduled, but who is actually working down at the bottom. That way I can keep up with who's here and all of that. So that's kind of what I'm thinking that I am going to do. So let's just go on to the next week. And that in itself would be nice. I try to keep my schedule updated as they swap, but this is our system that we put the schedule in. If they have an equal position, meaning they do the same job skills, because we have two different positions. We have specialists and clerks. And so a clerk and a specialist technically can't do the same thing, but they can swap depending on what desk they're at. If they're at a desk that the specialist can do the clerk's position or vice versa, then they can swap that away. So if it's an equal swap, I don't even have to be involved. They go into the system and it's going to allow the swap. So sometimes I go in and what's on my schedule is totally different than who shows up. Yeah. So it can be very confusing at times. And I think that's going to make a lot of sense, is for me to write down who, so that when I go back and look at let's say something doesn't get done, or the person that's on that desk doesn't do part of that day's job, it's hard for me to go back and say, without looking well, I was going to say without looking in the system, but it doesn't even show me in the system. I don't think I can go backwards now that I'm thinking about it in my schedule, in the scheduling system. I think it only shows from the day you're looking at it forward. So it's nice to have that where I can track that. So that's what I'm thinking in my mind that I need to do. Okay, so let's put our days. And having to look at my personal one that I use, make sure I put the right dates, because, you know, I can sure put the wrong dates in a heartbeat. And this is going to be the 12th. Ooh, I didn't put my, I was jumping ahead of myself. Okay. I will try to remember to speed this up when I edit it. I'm really looking forward to giving this a try on Monday, guys. So this will come out after I already start trialing it, and so the following week I will try to update you guys on how things are working. was fixing to put the wrong color, guys. My neighbor, I think they have a kid visiting, or I don't know. But anyway, somebody is being very loud up there today, so I hope it's not picking up on the filming. There we go. One more week, guys. One more week. And I think next month I will try, well, it depends on how this works, but I might try dailies, and I might just alternate it up, back and forth. I don't know. We'll see. But for right now, I really have been wanting to try the weekly for work. I've always been like, I didn't feel like it would work, and I've just been thinking over the last few months that I think the biggest thing was when I had to start making a decision on how I was going to plan. I think it just kind of hit me that I could try it if I use this notebook, this planner, and I think that's what made me start thinking, it could work. So we're going to give it a fair shot, see how it goes, and then if I don't like it, I can always just go back to doing the dailies. And, nothing lost, nothing gained. Maybe gained, but, nothing lost. So okay. There we go. Alrighty, guys. So I think this is the way I am going to do it for the next month, and we're going to give it a shot. So what we have set up is my index page. As soon as I get my new dots in, I will get those listed for each day. And this is where I will track my VBACs and TOACs. And then this is the monthly page. And then my first week of for this planner, I've just used the mystery kit or the subscription box kit. And then we are set up with the full month of July. So the next week we will go in and do our monthly, and then we will start in either on dailies or weeklies. So guys, that is my new setup, and hopefully I think I'm going to take these extra in case I do, like I said, if I do want to go in and block off so I can put who's working and where, I can do that. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take all of this in with me. So this will go in my little planner pouch that I keep with me for work. And guys, I'm hoping I'm going to like this. So I will let you guys know how this works out after the first month. So guys, until next time, bye-bye.